only way to become a profitable trader is to pick a trading model that can be improved. Because obviously when you start trading, you're going to pick a trading framework that isn't profitable. And therefore, the only way to become profitable is to improve that framework, improve that trading model into profitability. And therefore, for you to be capable of doing so, the trading model that you initially pick needs to be a trading model that is susceptible to improvement. Fundamental models are a lot easier to improve than technical models. When I take a trade on the higher time frames and it takes, let's say, about 2 to 3 days in order for my stop loss to be hit, then the only reason why my stop loss could be hit is if I got the fundamentals wrong. Because if the market goes in the opposite direction of my trade for 2 to 3 days, it means I have analyzed the macro aspect of the markets wrong. As a result of that, I get to improve my fundamental framework by learning more about fundamentals, by reading more articles, by reading more books, by looking at that trade that I lost and be like, what did I get about the fundamentals that is wrong? Let me read more articles of other analysts that got it right and see what I did wrong. A technical model is a lot harder to improve than a fundamental model. If you take a technical trade and you lose it, it's very hard to determine what was it about this technical trade that was wrong that caused you a loss. It's very hard to determine that. It's very hard to find the reason. Is it the way that the market broke through to the upside, the volume? Is it the fact that liquidity existed on the opposite side of your trade? Is it the way that you placed your stop loss and you placed your take profit? What is it exactly about that trade that caused it to be a loser? And since it's very hard to determine so, and some might say that you can't determine so, it becomes very hard to improve that framework if you can't even find what is it that you're doing wrong. However, when we speak fundamentally, if I lose a trade and I had a certain fundamental analysis, I go read articles written by other analysts that had the opposite analysis of mine, and I'd see what I did wrong and I would learn from it. And therefore, I can improve my fundamental framework a lot easier than I can improve my technical framework. I traded technically for many years, and this video is not to say that all technical traders cannot be profitable. Of course they can be profitable. I'm just saying that it is a lot harder to improve a technical strategy than it is to improve a fundamental strategy. With a technical strategy, you have to look at all of your trades, put them together in a folder, look at the losing patterns, spot those small losing patterns that exist, and then eliminate them from your strategy. Fundamentals are a lot easier to improve.